Hello! Welcome to my brand new series called WoW 101, where I attempt to teach brand new players to World of Warcraft how to play this game. We're going to be starting off with dungeons. Dungeons are 5-man instances with multiple bosses inside. You and 4 other heroes are going to go in, kill everything inside for XP, gear, pets, mounts, and achievements. Each dungeon has a lore reason as to why it exists, so if you want to find out why you're murdering the things inside of there, the information can typically be found in the quests leading up to that dungeon. Dungeons always comprise of 3 roles. The first role is called DPS. These are the damage dealers. Their job is to kill things. The second role is Tank. This is the guy who distracts all the enemies and takes all the damage like a punching bag. And the last role is Healer. This person, heals. These enemies right here are called mobs. Basically, any enemies standing around that aren't bosses are called mobs. Tanks should always be leading out in front of the group. The tank is there to take all the damage while the healer heals him. If a weak, puny DPS walks out in front of the group and gets hit by a bunch of enemies, they're probably going to die. If you see a skull above a bad guy's head, that means you should kill him first. Sometimes mobs have to die before other mobs. For instance, some of these guys like to heal. If you ever see mobs hitting your healer, you should probably kill them. Sometimes tanks don't even notice what's happening in the back of the group. If you see any bad looking spell effects on the ground, don't stand in it. This is called fire. There's almost never a good reason to stand in the fire, so try not to do it. There's this thing in World of Warcraft called face pulling. It's where you pull a mob accidentally with your face. This basically means you get too close to them and now they're chasing after you. So try to keep your distance away from all the mobs. When it comes time for the loot, if it is a direct upgrade for you, you press the need button. If it's for transmog or for anything else, you press greed. Do not press need for transmog when you know it's a giant upgrade for somebody else.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
Don't forget to pick up all the quests at the beginning of a dungeon. These things give amazing XP and pretty decent gear. Once you have killed the last boss in the dungeon and completed all the quests, typically you have to return to the front of the instance to turn them back in. If you queued using looking for group, the fastest way to get back is to right-click the eyeball, teleport out of the dungeon, right-click that same eyeball again, and then teleport back into the dungeon, and then mysteriously and magically you're going to be at the front of the instance. Don't be a dick. Just like every other game out there, don't be a dick. If you see somebody being a dick, tell them to stop being one. You know, just try to be nice to everyone and make it chill. Like in real life. There are some armor and weapons in this game called heirlooms. Basically, these items level up with you, they give you a really nice XP bonus, and they make you really powerful. Lots of people like to wear full heirloom gear when they're leveling up through dungeons on their alts. Don't let this discourage you if you're comparing your performance to theirs. There's a mechanic in World of Warcraft called aggro. Aggro is basically a way to measure how much an enemy wants to attack you or hit you. Aggro is generated by healing, by doing damage, and by performing basically any spell. Way back in the day in World of Warcraft, you used to have to fight your tank for aggro. But now, the easiest way to deal with aggro is to just let your tank attack first for just 1 to 2 seconds, and that's it. Well, I think I covered a good portion of basic dungeon knowledge that new players to World of Warcraft should have. If you guys think I left anything out, please just comment down below.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you have seen here, please like and subscribe and comment.